Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold got his man complete over the middle. It's Holloway. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Darnold completes it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 22 yards there, a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. This is caught. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 50. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2nd down and goal. Darnold being chased out left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Hey, box drop.
Darnold from the gun. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set 50, plant.
3 ball.
Shoot.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an alley to run. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 65 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right?
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Gurley. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, G-Line, just get ready.
Darnold on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's second down now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 7, Darnold escaping the pressure right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, Darnold. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Ready? 70. Indy. Come for it, son. I'm coming for it. Get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Back to throw. Herbert, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 2nd and a yard, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let him know. Hey, Alpha. Step.
The final shot before break. Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there for a big one. That is sack number 200 for his career. It ties him with Bruce Smith for the all-time NFL record. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play, right?
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. On second down now, it's Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Herbert flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Donald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. Here's Darnold, able to find Isabella. That's good for 28 yards. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go!
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
And that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Andy Isabella was the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
On the ready.
51, Mike, 51.
Five.
Throwing again. Herbert. Underneath for Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touch.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll run on first down. Clancy. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holloway. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. To throw is Darnold. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Giants take over at their own 25-yard line. The Giants take over first and 10.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. A first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much, as he'll get forward for about a couple. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instruments. it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but